What's going on? It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg, back for another Prizepicks video. And this one, man, this is NFL, the Super Bowl. Gonna talk about quarterbacks this one. I'm gonna do a Prizepicks video each and every day up until the Super Bowl. This one's recorded on Tuesday, February 8th. And again, we're gonna talk about quarterbacks this one. I don't know how I'll break up the rest of them. Maybe I'll do running backs tomorrow, wide receivers, tight ends the next day, then defense, special teams. There's a ton of props out there and a ton of plays for the Super Bowl. So I want to go over as many as I can for you and pick and choose what you want. But hopefully these will help you, to maybe make some money and enjoy that Super Bowl. And again, this one's going to be particularly just based off the quarterback. So if you just wanted to play those, this is the video for you. So with that, if you like these videos, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And let's just knock out these picks. All right, as you can see, I have the Prizepicks desktop up. I have NFL selected, and as you can tell, there is a plethora of categories for the Super Bowl to pick. Just a ton of them. So I think the best way to do this for me, if I'm going to do a bunch of videos to kind of go over them, is like as he said, I'll categorize them. And if you don't have a Prizepicks account, head on over there, use that promo code DFSArmy, and get that 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. All right. In any of these, I think you got to first dictate how you think this game's going to go. I love Cincinnati. I love Joe Burrow. I love what they're all about. Getting to the Super Bowl is awesome. But I still see the Rams getting up early, and I see them winning this game by a close one, but I still see them winning this game. So with that in mind, I'm going to probably be way heavier on the Joe Burrow passing stats because he's going to be playing from behind. He's got just ungodly weapons on his team. So the first one we're going to look here, since I feel like he's going to be playing from behind, is Joe Burrow over 265 and a half passing yards. He's averaged 362 passing yards in his last 5 games. Now, a couple of them were inflated. Back on December 26th, he put up 525 against the Baltimore Ravens, and then 446 the next week on January 2nd against KC. In the playoffs, put up 244 against Vegas, 348 against Tennessee, and then 250 against KC. However, this game, the way I see it playing out, he's going to have to throw the ball a ton here. So now the line in a lot of the books is actually way higher. It's around 273 and a half already. So we're getting quite a bit of yards still. So I still lean the over here. He's going to have to sling the ball a lot. So this is my first pick. Joe Burrow over 265 and a half passing yards. The next pick we're going to go to is we're going to go over to rushing yards, actually. And we're going to look at both quarterbacks here. That D-line and Donald and crew and Von Miller and all these guys are going to be getting after Joe Burrow. He is going to have to scramble and get out of that pocket. There's just no other way around it. He's just going to have to. Now, he's only went over this in 3 out of his last 5 games, but if you look out there in some of the books, his rushing stats are actually up to 11 and a half, and the juice is even on the over there at minus 125. So I just think that in this game here, he's going to have to do everything he can to win. And for 9.5 yards, he can do that in one scramble. And he's shown he'll get out there and scramble. So I like this 9.5 yards for him. And then the next one, we're going to go Matt Stafford, same kind of thing, over 4.5 yards. In the playoffs, if they get to him, which, I think they can get to him 1 or 2 times. This is just one run.
Sorry, could you?
We've seen Stafford do this in multiple times this postseason, right? So, 8, 6, 22 yards. I think he's going to continue to run when he gets a chance. So I do like this over at 4.5 rush yards for him as well. So both these, I'll take the over on them in a game like this where the quarterbacks, are going to have to get after it. So I like that. The next play we're going to go to is we're going to go to pass touchdowns. Now they're both sitting at 2 pass touchdowns apiece. I'm not going to touch Matt Stafford's. Not saying he can't get there, but I think if the game gets up, McVay will run the ball. Like it's not like he's saying no, it's all going to be on your hands. So it's about the game script. I think Burrow's going to be playing from behind, so I think he's going to have to pass more. So he's hit this mark in 4 of his last 5 games. I think he just continues to get there. Jimmy G put up 2 touchdowns against them last week. I just feel like, coming from behind, he's going to throw up at least 2. And if they have a chance to win, he's going to have to throw up more than 2. Now, if you look at Stafford, he's actually went 2 or above in the last 5 games. So if you wanted to take him, I completely get it. I just feel like it's one of those games where if they do get up early in the touchdowns and Akers gets one in there and rushes one in, or however it may be, then he's not going to be asked to do as much. They want to win the Super Bowl. So again, if you want to take the over on both, completely understand, but I'm going to lean Joe Burrow over 2 touchdowns as the preferred play for me. Next one, we're going to go, again, we're going to stick with the Joe Burrow thing here. We're going to go on, where's it at here? We're going to go pass attempts. Pass attempts. We're going to go the over again. Joe Burrow. We're going to keep this is a trend here. Over 36.5 pass attempts. Joe Burrow's hit this number in 4 out of his last 5 games. Again, I think he's going to have to throw 40 times this game, to be honest with you, especially if the Rams get up early, which I feel like they do. So we're going to lean the over on this as well. Again, he's went 4 of his last 5 games, and if that's how you feel like the game's going to go, then this should be an easy over. And then the last one we're going to go, again, I already have 5 here, but we're going to also go pass completions. I'm definitely going to go Joe Burrow over 24.5 pass completions as well. And you might like this one more. He's went over at 3 of his last 5 games. Again, he averages 28.4 pass completions over his last 5 games. And it's just one of those things where, again, if the game gets out of control, if they get down 2 touchdowns early, he's going to be slinging the rock. And he has no problem taking what the defense gives him. We've seen it a lot with, yes, they'll push the ball down the field with Chase, but he has no problem, throwing the ball out of the backfield, throwing it to his tight ends. He'll throw it to everybody. He'll sling the rock to everybody. So over 24.5 pass completions here. So again, a lot of Joe Burrow here for me on these, just because that's how I see the game script going. So Joe Burrow over 265.5 passing yards. Joe Burrow over 9.5 rush yards. Matt Stafford over 4.5 rush yards. Joe Burrow over 2 touchdowns. And then we want Joe Burrow over 36.5 pass attempts, or 24.5 pass completions. Either one of them if you want to mix and match these. So again, this is the quarterbacks. These are the picks that I like over here at Prizepicks for the quarterbacks. Tomorrow, maybe I'll focus on running backs or wide receivers. We'll pick one and kind of go through them. But we'll throw one up every day up into the Super Bowl, because as you can see, they have everything. I mean, we don't have to do 2 videos for looking at some of the defense. But, it's a great game. It should be a lot of fun. And I'm just going to keep putting out plays like this. And if you like these videos and they help you out, you want to see more of them, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and leave me your favorite pick for the Super Bowl in the comments below. So with that, I will see you on the flip side. Have a fantastic Tuesday. Deuces.